Hey guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking, and I wanted to talk about Darrell Brooks, the black terrorist. And I wanted to talk about why other news stations are giving very little to no coverage on Darrell Brooks. In case if you guys are not aware, Darrell Brooks is the black terrorist who mowed down who mowed down and killed 6 people and injured more than 40 in a Christmas gathering. Well, actually, it was in a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. This black terrorist, Darrell Brooks, who has a lengthy rap sheet from Philadelphia all the way to Albuquerque, was allowed out on $1,000 bail after he assaulted the mother of his children and attempted to mow her down with the very car that he used to run over 6 people and injuring more than 40. Keep in mind, the 6 people that he mowed down, that he killed, were white people. All right, and injuring more than 40. So what does this say? Obviously, his act was intentional, and he meant to mow down and kill these people. Okay, and he had a motive to do it, considering that his tweets tweeted things that spewed or displayed hatred towards white people. This man was an extreme black supremacist. Okay, this man hated white people, and he then expressed it through the vile act that he displayed. But what's even more vile is the fact that the media outlets, mainly from the left, are not covering this story at all. And the one media outlet that I seen cover this, mainly CNN, stated that this was an accident. An accident. I mean, anyone can clearly see in the blue that I mean, if you look at the video itself, if you were to see the still video, you can, I mean, if you were to look at the video itself, you could clearly see that his actions were no accident. I mean, this was a deliberate attack. Like he deliberately targeted specific people, mainly whites, and he decided to mow them down with his car, which he successfully did, and killed them. And no coverage from the media, none, zero. With Kyle Rittenhouse, I mean, with Kyle Rittenhouse, there was weeks of coverage on Kyle Rittenhouse, weeks of coverage, and they painted him as a white supremacist, as a kid who crossed state lines with a gun and was out looking for trouble, wanting to kill protesters during while these protesters were protesting. When you can clearly see that these people were not protesters, they were rioters. They were out looting. They were out destroying and doing what the agitators always do best: looting, destroying, and hurting people. And when Kyle Rittenhouse decided to go down and help the other businesses that were suffering from having seen other businesses being looted and destroyed, he winds up getting caught up with a bunch of thugs who then decided to try to attack and kill him, and Kyle Rittenhouse retaliated and defended himself. But by him doing that, he was deemed a white supremacist, and there was weeks of coverage. I mean, there wasn't a day that didn't go by where you didn't hear something negative about Kyle Rittenhouse through multiple media outlets. With George Floyd, you had weeks of of multimedia outlets. Yeah, multimedia outlets giving weeks of coverage on the George Floyd situation. They even gave coverage of the rioters, the agitators, the thugs that were out looting and out defacing property. They showed pictures. I mean, they were showing videos of it. But this black terrorist, Darrell Brooks, a deplorable, despicable man, goes out, takes his car, and mows down 6 people, killing them and injuring 40 more with his act, and not a peep from mainstream media, not a peep from the media outlets, none. As a matter of fact, the only way, now keep in mind, this happened about a week ago. The only reason why I was even able to hear anything about it was because I heard about it through a YouTuber's channel that posted a video about this. Other than that, if I'm banking on CNN and MSDNC and NBC and ABC to produce the story, it would have never gotten the light of day, and I would have never known anything about it. Okay, that clearly shows you the bias of mainstream media. All right, mainly the left-wing media outlet. And again, when CNN did promote when they did present the story, they presented it as an accident. As a matter of fact, they didn't even want to present the person's race. They viewed him as a person of interest. How can he be a person of interest if he was already apprehended? A person of interest is a person that's still on the hunt, that police officers are still looking for. This man was arrested, and yet they call him a person of interest. There you go. You know, that's typical mainstream media, and that's what you have to expect from these left-wing media outlets. This is the reason why nobody listens to the news anymore. This is the main reason why. All right? Now, obviously, the fact that this man was black and not white, it doesn't fit the narrative, and because of that, they're not going to pursue the story. Although this should be a major story, considering that his act is an act of terrorism. This is domestic terrorism. This man who really should have never ever seen the light of day on the outside. This man should have never ever been in society. And the reason why he was out was because he was out based on the justice system. The justice system, despite the fact of his long, lengthy rap sheet, and despite the fact that he was apprehended despite the fact that this is a person that violated bail, this is a man that went out, assaulted the mother of his children, attempted to run her over with the very vehicle that he used to run over and kill 6 people and injure 40 others, was granted a $1,000 bail. $1,000. So, had the justice system actually took swift action and decided to have him arrested and go with no bail, this tragedy would have been prevented. But instead, everyone is trying to play politics, and everyone is trying to be a social justice warrior, and everyone is trying to solve injustices among the black community, even though it is the same black people that wind up committing the same old crimes. You see, this is the type of argument that they try to make. They're saying that there's a disproportionate amount of black people that are being arrested. Yet what they don't tell you is that it is the same disproportionate amount of black people that keep committing the same disproportionate amount of crimes. Okay, yes. Yeah. Oh, of course, that doesn't matter. It's just the fact that disproportionate amount of black people are getting arrested. Never mind the fact that they keep committing the same crimes over and over and over and over and over again. And that's the reason why disproportionately they constantly keep getting arrested. Keep in mind, black people make up 13% of the population and in 2016, black people, despite the fact that there are 13% of them, they committed close to 3 times the amount of crimes. They committed close to 3 times the amount of crimes as they are the population of black people. I mean, just take that into consideration. Let that marinate for a minute. Black people make up 13% of the population. There's no reason why black people should be committing more than 3 times the amount of crimes, or close to it. Black people are committing about 37% of violent crimes that they were arrested for. Okay? Amazing stuff. These are things that no one takes into consideration. All they care about is just catering to the blacks. But by catering to the blacks, especially the same blacks that commit the same crimes over and over and over again, you're not helping them. All you're doing is hindering them. All right? And as long as the justice system continues to do this, to not just black people, but to other repeat offenders, then that's exactly what they're going to keep doing. Repeating offenses. But let me know what you guys think about this. Leave a comment in the comment section after you subscribe to my channel. Click the like button if you like the video. Share the video and subscribe to my channel so I can be able to give you content. You'd be able to get content on the double. And also, when you subscribe to my channel, click on the notification button so you'll be notified to know when brand new content is coming out. Because trust me, anything that I come out with, you definitely want to tune in for it. And with that being said, this is D Conservative signing out. Have a blessed day, guys.